Hey everyone, this is my reaction to the 5th episode of Hinamatsuri. So, in the last episode, Hina got to try out being homeless because she was kicked out by Nita for just completely and utterly destroying his place. And yeah, she had to try out that new lifestyle. Luckily, Anzu was there, who was experienced, was able to kind of help her a little bit, but eventually Hina became a bit too much for her and she kicked her out of her place, making her even more homeless than before. Then she tried being a rock star, which worked pretty well, but after a while, she just kind of wanted to go back to Nita's place to go home. And he let her, and they lived happily ever after. We also had some stuff with Hitomi and Anzu, which they bonded quite a lot. Hitomi trying to help Anzu out a lot, and Anzu just extremely happy just to have a friend. It was so cute seeing her that happy. Of course, Hitomi just wanted to go home and take a nap, and just eventually ended up just sleeping standing up in the forests or something. And yeah, just another great episode, so hopefully this one is as well. 3, 2, 1, play. Oh, fun. uh, it's a bit of a step down from high-end gaming, but, you know, it could be fun, I suppose. I'm surprised he was one that was doing it. I expected it to be... uh, guess lights out? I wouldn't say wasted it if you used it. Is she gonna be impressed? Probably not as much as Anzu. I'm with Hina there. I still love you, Anzu. You're still great. Don't think otherwise. Anzu, I love you. Well, gotta take advantage of Steam sales. You'd be surprised what you can get for just a couple bucks. uh, I'll draw my own money. uh, a quest to make money to buy video games. I feel the immersion already. Her artistic talent is something to behold. There you go. Is he gonna buy her some video games? In one of those plug-and-play, all-in-one type game consoles? I never owned one, but I know that's a thing, so then you can just plug into your TV and just start playing. And they have, like, multiple games on them. It was just great seeing Anzu as soon as Hina kind of responded somewhat negatively to her, showing her the new game. She just ran off screaming "Baka Baka Baka." I keep going back and forth seeing whether or not who my favorite character is in the show, but it's probably Anzu, really. Yeah, the opening's very spoilery, so obviously Anzu gets a job at some point. Maybe that'll be how she gets video games, I don't know. Wow, it's quite a list. 3 hits are better than 1. Huh. Cool. That's definitely not bad. But how good's the TV? That's a question. Under a bridge. I'll take 3, please. You know, if those are just random TVs, they probably don't work. Probably lighter if Hina got off of it. uh, yeah, don't be offensive towards homeless people. Calm down. Yeah, I figured. Well, more modern TVs. You should get an OLED one if you want to really get something nice. Are you? So we literally are just looking for TVs. If they are LCD, they're going to be smaller. Harder to find. Don't drop that phone, you'll lose it. It kind of blends in with the grass. She wants to meet up with Hitomi again. Who Hina knows as well. Though Anzu probably doesn't know that. They're all together. The 3 heads are better than 1 from the title. Yes. We don't see them interact a huge amount at school, but... oh, Anzu. Can I go home now? You're not going to abandon me, are you? Oh my god, Hina. You were just... You might want to close your mouth, Hina. Oh. This works too. Oh god, that went inside of her. Uh. 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 Very nice looking TV. Is that what it looks like, officer? I'm just... How would you even explain that? Yeah, it's nicer than any TV I have. All I really have is like a really old CRT type TV. Tube TV, whatever you want to call it. And a small one at that. Yeah, I don't know what you do in this situation, he told me. Oh no, don't do that. Don't do that. I just love the faces Hitomi makes, as always. Oh? Misunderstanding? Not exactly, no. Not exactly what Hitomi did, but... Yeah, but that they belong to the store. uh, it's gonna get like 3 TVs, aren't we? Nita's the best guardian. uh, you know, the one. Yeah. uh, that's not surprising. I It's all very weird. It's fine. Hina found one at a TV store. And is he still gonna ride with hers? Yeah. It's been a long day. It's so hard to choose between Hyunsu and Hitomi. I love them both so much. Yeah, it's been an eventful day. Yeah, they didn't need it, yeah. For video games and stuff. They just go over to Hina's house and play them with her, but not exactly. I don't. I don't know how you're supposed to understand what just happened here. I'm not sure I fully understand. I mean, I do, but I don't. Oh no, our classmate's gonna see her job. Just singing the little song, what do you think? Does this should really say Min Min? So now I finally know what MyAnimeLIst looks like. Wow, that sounds really bad when you phrase it like that. Oh god. You just gotta go in and find out what's happening. uh, Big misunderstanding. And he was already worried about getting into trouble, and now this is so much worse than what could have happened before. Your reputation as a fine bartender, is that it? uh, True enough. Guys are having way too much fun with this. I had nothing better to do, so I came. I'm very rude to Hina. She might be my least favorite out of the three, but she's still great. uh, yeah. That makes it so you have a bias, though. Conflict of interest and all that. Where do you go after school? That reaction. You need to work on your poker face, he told me. Good. Good. The execution could have used a bit of work, but good excuse. I enjoy this show so much. Yeah, indeed. Yeah, it's very suspicious. Again. Made a squirt right on his face. Best day of his life. I know, right? It's amazing she ever keeps any secret. Do we have a new ship here? uh, Year's mostly just having fun teasing her. And it was really fun. She is very much right. Like, I remember the scene where the teacher first walked into the bar with Hitomi. It's just the way she was breathing heavily and sweating. It was honestly one of my favorite scenes with her. I I watched that scene so many times. They're not really in a relationship though. So. I don't think they do anything too lewd at school. Okay. Like, even if they did have that kind of relationship, I don't think they'd go that far. Like, at school. Just, no. Be very risky. And are they gonna listen in and hear some very suggestive conversation that they misinterpret? Yeah, exactly that. Yes, this is a necessary sacrifice. Just ram into her. Uh, yeah, it's the least you can do. That was very rude. Do you have a boyfriend? Don't drop the papers. uh, my god, he told me. They're making a job so much harder. uh, there's really a lot of confused people in this episode, I'm starting to realize. The moon. Okay, so they finally gonna just go in. You know, you guys are too young to go in there. Not that that stops, you tell me, but she has a job. No, I don't think he's gonna be there every day. Oh god. That would be quite something, wouldn't it? Yeah. Her wife would never do such a thing. Nita, her most valuable customer. Gonna go in there and have his way with Hitomi. Just come on, guys. Just go in there and find out what's going on. Your new mother. True enough. Here we go. And here we go. They get to see it. Love to zoom in on that tongue. No, unfortunately it's not, but... We thought you were doing something illegal. Yeah, it's not. I'm not the Hitomi that you think I am. It's one thing she can do in this situation. She's done it before. I live out of town. It'll be fine. She's done with the teachers, she can deal with them. I mean, of course, Hina already knew everything. Yes, she's made quite a happy life for herself here. Now, what would you like to drink? Oh my god, she walked right into that one. Oh no. Oh no, you've been played again, you tell me. It was well played. Oh my god, that was good. There's no... Yeah, it's over now. All I can do is hope to keep your secret at this point. Sounds weird when you say it like that. Now say that you love me. Say it so the police can hear you. And I'm proud. So just have Hina's in the background not participating at all. Congratulations. Now the teacher shows up. Of course, he already knows about Hitomi. Yeah, she looks so much like Hitomi. It's crazy, right? Oh, God. Another fantastic episode. Where has this show been all my life? This has already been in my top 3 of the season. I don't know, it might go higher than that. I like Comic Girls and Uma Musume a lot, so I don't want to put this ahead of them, but I don't know, I can see this at least passing Uma Musume. I don't know, it could be anime of the season by the time it's over, it is just so good. We got plenty of Anzu, plenty of Hitomi. Hina was around here and there. The funniest thing with Hina this episode was just her buying a brand new TV to sell off. And then, riding a taxi to get there. Yeah, as more and more people discover that Hitomi is a wonderful bartender there, it just keeps filling up. So that was the 5th episode of Hinamatsuri. So, the episode started with Shige, I think it was, teaching Anzu, a fun game and everything. Which it's nice to see that those two have bonded a little bit. It's not just Yasan that she gets along well with, and even the guy that was initially the most skeptical about even letting Anzu into their homeless camp. But yeah, she was so excited, happy about it because, she's a simple girl that takes pleasures in the simple things in life. And she wanted to go show Anzu, her friend that Hina. Why did Anzu can't show something to herself? But anyway, she goes up to Hina to show her, and Hina was like, that's cool, I guess, but, video games are a lot more fun. And then she just runs off screaming baka 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 in an adorable manner, and decides to try to get some of these video games for herself. So her strategy was to try to find some electronic devices, specifically a TV, to sell to the one homeless guy who works in that. So she has Hina kind of help out with this, and they found some TVs, but they were basically just practically garbage, so that wasn't really helpful at all. Not the 3,000 yen she was hoping to get for a thrown out television. So she ended up looking for it with Hina. Hina ended up calling Hitomi to help out, which is funny because you had Anzu considering asking Hitomi as well, but I don't think she even really had a way to contact her because I doubt she has a smartphone or anything. But she didn't matter because Hina brought her over, and that's how Anzu learned about the connection there. And they all started looking for a thrown out TV, but that's a lot easier said than done. You're not just gonna find one, It's not something you come across very often, like a working thrown out television. So Hitomi had a pretty smart idea that she would just, they already had an old TV that they were sitting throwing out. She was like, okay, I'll just get this one and sell it off. Of course, the mother apparently insisted on putting it into a box, which not the best idea considering who they were trying to sell it to, but whatever. And she ran into some issues with the police, kind of wondering what she was doing. Her actions were a bit suspicious. They were. Of course, he didn't quite understand what was going on there. But Hitomi's strategy made a lot of sense. On the other hand, Hina's strategy did not. Let's get the perspective here. The issue here is that Anzu wanted money. That's the end goal here. So to get that, she wanted to sell off a found TV. So Hina got money from Nita. Already reached the goal here. No, then she spends the money on a brand new TV, which is not the kind of TV that he wants thrown out once. And then she rides a taxi to get to him, so when she does sell the TV to him, that money goes to pay off the taxi, thus accomplishing nothing besides Nita being out a few thousand yen. What was the point of that? So you had the scenes where people were like, I don't understand what's going on in this girl's head, because it made no logical sense. Hina kind of lacks common sense, to say the least. But anyway, Hitomi eventually made her way there, and they got their money. Anzu got her money. Well, I think they split the money between the three of them, actually I don't remember, but either way, Anzu now has money. And we find out that the reason why she did all this is because she wanted money for video games, because that's, the thing Hina mentioned before. And of course, I kind of skipped over this, but Hina was also laying in the grass, sleeping, having ants crawl on her face, and one went into her mouth, which was great. That might have been my favorite little moment of Hina in the episode. The second half focused more on Hitomi. Some of her classmates were around the little song, saw Hitomi go in, they thought to themselves, that's a bit strange. She's a tad young to be visiting a bar, don't you think? Then they saw the teacher go in, and, ignoring the possibility of it just being a coincidence, they both went in there for a drink roughly around the same time. They immediately jumped to the conclusion that the two of them are in an illicit sexual relationship, which I guess is the first thing that jumps to their mind. Of course, as the audience, we know that's not the case. Hitomi just works as a bartender there, and he likes drinking Hitomi's drinks. I'm probably going to phrase that better, but that's pretty much the gist of it. So they went to the school, decided to play detective. They were all just playing around and having fun. There was very little actual seriousness or urgency to this quest of theirs. But they brought in Hitomi's friend. I want to say her name was Sayo. I'm not sure. She hasn't really had a huge amount of screen time or anything. But so she didn't really believe anything was terrible was going on here. But she decided to kind of humor them and just talk to Hitomi a little bit. And Hitomi, there's one thing I've not really mentioned much in regards to her yet, but it's been something I've thought about, is that she has a lot of adorable, amazing reactions when she gets panicked. So they kept deliberately, invoking that in her, and she just kept having the best reactions ever. Like, they kept doing it so much, it started to get maybe a little bit old near the end there, but for the most part, I really enjoyed just watching Hitomi's reactions to all the things they were saying, and Saya was just having fun playing with her, toying with her, teasing her. And it does seem like she does have a thing for Hitomi. I think that was kind of obvious in this episode. So, I have someone new to ship Hitomi with. Although I'd probably prefer the Anzu Hitomi ship, really, because they're both main characters, and my two favorite characters, so those are reasons to ship them. But I could handle that if that was the main ship. Of course, where this whole thing really came to fruition was at the bar itself when the classmates finally just walked in. I just see Nita go in. Now they're trying to speculate that it's not just an illicit sexual relationship between a student and a teacher. No, no, no. Hitomi could be prostituting herself, and now Nita's her newest customer, and just their imagination's going wild. So they just go in there to get to the bottom of this. And they see Hitomi behind the counter as a bartender. You know, considering all the thoughts they were having throughout this episode about what she could be doing, it seemed like that was almost a bit of a relief to them that it was, oh, she's just a bartender, that's not a big deal. And Hitomi's reaction to that was amazing, just the zoom in on her face, zoom in on her tongue, it I just love what they did with that shot. But anyway, the real meat of the scene, in my opinion, was, well, Hitomi played dumb like she kind of did with the teacher, and what was great about that is Sayo's attempt to get past it. She decides to go full appeal to emotion, you know, just talking about how she's worried about her. She wants to make sure she's okay, going full, you know, teary height and all that to try to get Hitomi. And then she said, "Don't worry, Sayo-chan, I'm fine." And that's when she made her mistake. She revealed that she did know who she was by name, and yeah, she got played. She walked straight into that one, and it was done and over with. You know, and then the teacher walks in to complicate things, and yeah, he's more of the, I'm okay with playing dumb, I don't want to get in trouble for having a student be a bartender and having known about it, but kept it secret. Yeah, if word gets out about this, that man is in some trouble. We also had the scene where Sayo kept pressuring Hitomi just to keep saying, "I'm a middle school bartender," and I'm a little disappointed that wasn't ended with her saying, "and I'm proud of it," or "and I'm proud." Like, that would have made it better, in my opinion, but also, yeah, Uzuko's reaction back there, who was also just kind of funny. It's like, what's even happening over there, man? This is just silly. And it was silly, but this is a silly anime, a very enjoyable anime. I'm really glad I'm watching this. When I think about the fact that I almost skipped this over, I almost want to slap myself for being so foolish, because this is just, I think I'm going to remember this anime for a long time. This is something special. And every week I can't wait for the next episode. Thank you for watching, and thank you Cnouki, the Dragon of Oshu, as well as everyone else, for doing what you can to support the channel. It means a lot to me, and I hope we can continue to grow the channel together. If you want to do more to support the channel, then you can become a patron on my Patreon and get cool rewards like early access to certain videos. Have a good one.